Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Mohammed, and today we are here to talk about agri business, agri sector, and I have here with me my brother.
Senior Nehemiah.
Okay.
Extensive agent, Bolgate district, in charge of Katanga operational area.
Okay. Katanga.
Welcome. Yeah, Katanga.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome.
What is agri?
Well, in actual fact, agri have so many differences depending on the macroscopic view that you're coming from. To the crop, scientists will tell you that agri is about the growing of crops, and then for food and other industrial purposes. And then for the animals, for the animal scientists also define agri as the rearing of animals and is for the benefit of its products.
Okay.
But agri in general terms refers to the production of crops and the rearing of animals, and then also taking the soil into consideration.
Okay.
So it's a broad aspect that we should look at in terms of agri.
I see.
Yes.
In my channel, we mostly talk about the animal aspect.
Yes.
I want us to deal with that aspect.
Okay. This is the Upper East region, part of the northern region.
Okay.
We know the ecological system, or the temperate. It's a temperate region,
Okay.
and then the wedding of animals here is profitable. It's profitable because the environment or the climatic conditions favors the growth of animals, such as the cattle, the pig, the goat, sheep, and the poultry. Yes, so it's very lucrative business if you want to venture into the realm of these animals.
Apart from that, the people understand it. That's the most important thing.
Yes.
In the southern part, they have no knowledge about the animal farm.
No, okay.
It's very limited.
Okay.
So you farming at that place, you find it difficult.
Okay.
So the understanding aspect is also something that
there is a statement that before you venture into something, you have to get the requisite knowledge before. If not, you are planning to fail.
Sure.
If you don't plan well, it means you are planning to fail.
Yeah.
So for the knowledge aspect or the technical know-how in terms of the rearing of animals here is limited. That is why it is our mandate as the extension agents to go and then educate the people on these things. We do sensitization, education, and then trainings so that they'll be able to see the benefit of following the proper procedures for the production of animals. In fact, people will prefer getting or providing proper security to their 50 Ghana cedis note, but for the animals, they don't care.
Wow.
Yeah. Because the animals, they are roaming outside. He doesn't care. But when he enters inside and he did not see the 50 Ghana cedis note, it becomes a problem.
Okay.
So he provides proper security, gets for the 50 cedis note. But the animal that is roaming outside, that he can sell and get almost thousands. He doesn't care.
Wow.
Yes.
That's why we are here.
Yeah.
That's why we are here. Inshallah.
Yes.
So how has that training and visiting them? What has
it's
that been so far?
Yeah, it's so far so good. Those who are, we have when we go to the extension details, we have a lot. We have the laggers. They are the late adapters, or they are the people that will wait for the first one or for the final one to adapt it. Okay. And we have the early adapters. They immediately, maybe the message is delivered, they take it into practice and then they start using it. So it's moving on well, and then we still need to. There is more room for more work to be done in terms of extension in relation to the animal aspect. And then one challenging thing I found is that our housing system doesn't favor the animals.
Okay.
Yes, we have maybe, sorry for my great terminologies, like we have the cattle kraal.
Okay.
That's where the cattle stays. And then we also have the piggery. That's where the pig stays. And we also have the pen, and where the yes.
Me, I use it all pen. I call it all
Yeah,
pen.
yeah.
He has more knowledge about it. Me, I call it pen. I
Yes,
don't,
yeah.
whether it's poetry, I say pen.
Pen, yeah.
But today I will learn more. We are here to learn from each other.
Each field with its repertoire.
Yeah.
So the language you talk, that is where you study.
Yeah, okay.
So that's how it is. So the condition doesn't favor the animals, the housing system in Upper East in general, because a farmer who decides to do cleaning inside the animal pen, for instance, will be faster to go out. And then the reason being that because of heat, dust, improper ventilation.
Okay.
Meanwhile, the same blood you have is the same blood the animal have.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, but your room have fans, even sometimes air conditioning.
Yeah. Plus
proper ventilation and other things, and you see very spacious.
Yeah. Yeah.
But for the animal, the space you provide them is limited, and then you expect the animal to perform very well.
Grow well.
I don't think you can remove a fish from the dam side to the where there's no water and expect it to still perform.
Yeah,
So there are still a lot of work for us to be done in terms of the housing system. So where we can keep our animals very well and then allow them to grow. And then another two factors, another challenging thing is about the vaccination.
Okay.
We farmers here don't care about the animals' well-being. You know.
But it's one of the most important things.
Yes, it's one of the most.
The drugs, the feed.
Yeah.
In my videos, I talk about it.
Yes, yeah. But here, it's sometimes the farmers don't care about the well-being of the animals, because they roam around, and then when the animal is feeling some way, they allow it for the grace of God to heal, to do the healing.
How is that possible?
Oh yeah. So instead of maybe consulting the veterinary and then the other things for the proper at least prophylaxis and the treatment.
One thing I've also noticed so far is they are not doing it for business aspect. They are doing it, okay, in case I have a problem, I will sell it. But they don't know, like, we can make more money if you put hard work into it.
Here is like you rightly said. For this place, that is how they do their things. They wait till maybe when unforeseen circumstance happens.
Okay.
They send the animal to sell. Even they have to even weigh the animal that will fetch them more money at that particular instance.
I see.
And then they sell the animal out. So that is how it is. But they don't take it as a business. For the business aspect, it's lacking. And then some too also have the animals just because they are keeping it for prestige.
Okay.
Let me also come out and
Yeah,
yelp.
yeah.
I tell the people that if you enter
animals.
my house, I have over 50, I have over 60, 100.
Wow.
So that's the prestige that they are keeping the animals for. So because of that, they don't have that kind of proper care. And then any activity that business is attached to it, there is seriousness in it.
Sure. Sure.
So we have to move our set from the old ways of doing things to, let me say, the modern ways of doing things, by adding some of the technical values to it. That will make your animals to also produce very well, and then for you to also fetch a lot of money out of it. In fact, it's very lucrative. Like something like the cattle, we have the exotic type, and then when you sell it to the market, it can fetch you around 7,000, 8,000, sometimes 12,000 Ghana cedis. And then you can see there are a lot of benefit that is attached to it. So the business aspect is somehow limited, and then some too also keep it, because when my son also marry, I will also go and do the dowry and the pay, you know.
Wow.
So that is always the main reason why some of them also keep it. Okay. So you see, when you have this kind of mindset, it means already the animals are not for you. They belong to a different family. Generation. So because of that, the proper care doesn't come in.
Oh, okay. How can we do it? The business aspect.
The business aspect. First of all, I think there is a need for us to, let's say that, have the market linkage. When we are talking of the market linkage, we are talking of the marketing. After maybe after rearing, you want to sell. Who do you sell it to?
Okay.
Sometimes there are a lot of kids that comes in, and then it discourages the rearing of animals here. For instance, at their various markets, if you go to Bulga market, they don't have any instrument that they use to weigh the animal. What they do is that they determine the waist, how fat the waist is.
Okay.
That is how they can price it by using the hands to touch it.
Okay.
And then determine that for this one there is
There is more meat.
Yeah, there's more meat. So because of that, I will price it this amount and then other thing. And then that one at the end of it all is a kit. It's a kit. And then another factor is that maybe after also wearing the animal, you send it to the market. Who's to buy? So the marketing system is also another challenge here. So when all these channels are made available, you see the farmers can now get to know that the animals I have in my house, they are of good use to me. And in terms of need and then other me taking it as a business, I can get more money.
Sure.
You see that people will go into it.
Yeah.
Now there is a movement that is coming on here. You see, the local animals have been changed to the foreign breed, the mixed breed, and then it's meaning they are trying to match the animals to the marketing system, so that they will be able to fetch more money.
Because when I went to the market, I was not happy. The breed, mostly it was the local ones.
Yes. So the local ones, maybe sometimes that is how their nature.
Yeah.
No matter how you feed the local one, still it will not be out to the mixed breed or the exotic breed. So it's still the same strategy. So the same size. So right now, what we supposed to also add is that the feeding.
Yeah.
You see, we allow the animals for the message of God. When we open them, whatever the animal is feeding, you don't care. And then the animals move around. Some of them even because of the insufficient feed, they try to pick some certain raw base inside their stomach and other things, making them to fall sick. And then a lot, some even die in the process. So because of the feeding. So as farmers, we advise them to, here there's no rain. If not around, that's not how early June, May or late May, there will not be rains. And then where will be the grasses that will grow for them to also feed on? So it means you, the farmer, have to find your way out by storing some of the feed or hay. Here, you know that the silage sometimes is not all that common, but you have to store some hay. You can see some of them on top.
Yeah. So show. Let us see.
You can see them. This is granite.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah. So this one they feed the animals in terms of when there is a shortage. Now going into the rainy season where feed becomes scarcity.
So right now you are trying to say there is more feed now.
Yes.
Really?
Yeah, they will not feed this one for them. This one is a gold that have they reserve it. So waiting for that when we are going to the rainy season where the feed, even you will not even see grass on the ground here, the farm.
Wow.
You don't see anything there. So this is safe there. So they don't go there. Yeah. So they don't go near it. So that is how it is. So
But how can this thing survive?
Yes, that's why I said message of God. So they are there waiting to maybe.
Is the food, the rice straw, the cowpea, is it expensive?
The rice straw? No, they're not expensive. But like you are saying, I have something we call the urea treatment. You see, the urea treatment is you the farmer can prepare urea treatment using the rice straw. The nutrients this one contains, the rice straw doesn't contain that.
Okay.
For instance, now if you put this one on the ground and then put the rice straw on the ground there, the animal will go for this one, the groundnut. The groundnut straw. The animal will go there, leaving the rice straw, because the nutrients in the rice straw is not enough. It gets chaff. So you have to prepare it in such a way that it will contain the nutrients, has the same thing as the granule straw can also give to the animal.
So how do we do that?
Oh, we have the materials needed is just the rice straw, and then your urea,
Okay.
and then you can just use it. You can mix the urea inside the container, and then if it is full of motor king, you use one bowl of one half bowl of urea, and then you spray on the rice straw. So after spraying, you have to cover it,
Okay.
so that it will lie down for 2 weeks, and then you open it, let it dry small, and then you give it to the animal.
How have you been teaching them about this thing?
Oh, I do. I'm doing a lot of trainings with them. I have pictures in my phone. Yeah, so I do it.
How is the improvement?
Yeah, some are doing it. Some are doing it. Some too are also reluctant of doing it. So, assuming maybe after harvesting the rice straw are always on the rice fields, the valleys, they are there.
Yeah.
You can gather them, treat them like the way I've just shown to, I just spoke, and I see the kind of enough feed that you have.
Wow.
Even you put in, after treating it, if you give to the animal, and then also the granule, the animal will go to the rice straw and leave the granule.
Wow, because of the treatment?
Yes, because of the treatment. So these are some of the things that you do to improve. But we allow them to be there, and then they got bent, waste away. The animals still struggle to feed, and then on it.
But you can make money from these things. You, me being a guy,
Yes.
I can go around, collect it, start selling it to people.
Yes.
I'll make money.
Yeah, you make a lot of money. But the issue is that's why I say it needs mass sensitization of the cattle rearers. If they really understand the importance of it, they can begin to purchase it. But here, some of them don't even know, like this community, some of them don't even know that you can convert such a thing like that. Are you getting it? So when you are selling it, they begin to laugh at you. Guys convey this one from the rice valley that you want to sell it to us. You know, this guy, the eye open power. But they don't know the kind of process that goes into it. So if the people in the community, they are taking into vigorous training on this, they will be able to also patronize the product when you are selling. So that is guess another bit of it, how we can provide feed to our farmers. So they are there, and then the animals are struggling. When they do browsing a lot on trees, and then sometimes it's pathetic. Like this animal, you don't know what is happening. You can see the ribs are sewing. You see. But the owner of this one, he will eat 3 times a day, but he doesn't care because it's an animal. So it's either he's sick, the animal is sick, or there is the feed is improper.
I think
Improper feed.
the feed.
So that's it. So look at the now, I guess February, and then by getting to let's say May, if care is not taken or fast to treat it or provide the proper feed, it may die. So that is how it is. So we have to take our farmers through some of these things. And then here the agric aspect, like you we had a discussion earlier. The children, sometimes the people don't know the importance of agric to us. And then sometimes the government, about 60 to 70% of the population is engaged into agriculture. 60%. There's no house here who doesn't farm. There's no house here who doesn't rear. The same thing that goes up there, we have the cocoa and the rubber, the timber. They are there. Almost more than 70% of the population, they are farmers. So, but we are being relaxed in the agriculture sector because we said agriculture is the backbone of our economy. So as to whether it's still the backbone,
I'm not sure. Because I'm not sure.
So
I went to the GHS yesterday and they were laughing at me when I asked who wants to be a farmer. When I what do we want to be in future? Doctor, soldier, nurse. Then I asked who wants to be a farmer. They started laughing.
Yes. You see, the issue is that they said if you want to conquer a human being or a powerful man, conquer the mind.
Sure.
Are you getting me?
Yeah,
When you conquer the mind, you conquer the person.
yeah.
So, like our colleague, our brothers and then, sisters at the school there, it's not only here, but other school.
Many.
I entered Tongo Beyond, that same thing
Not
also
just
came.
here in the Upper East,
Yes,
but the whole Ghana and the
yes.
whole Africa.
But do you know what? Our children are coming up, and when they like they are wrong in school, you know the discipline they give to them. Collect a whole, go and weed. So that impression, it shows that farming is
punishment.
painful and punishment. So who would like to venture into such a thing that is punishment?
Wow.
Why can't you also move to a different ways of punishing children? But you say, oh, go and weed. So as the child grows, he or she look at farming to be a form of punishment. Are you getting it? So it's time we have to dismantle that kind of mindset from the children, and then also invest well into the agriculture sector. That makes the sector look attractive.
Sure, so that's true.
Yes, because people want to go into nursing, and then surprising thing is that those people with the uniforms and don't have the money compared to a farmer.
Yeah.
That's the most funny thing. Somebody, assuming somebody is having a kettle up to 300, 400, ask yourself, to the retirement, your retirement money or the person is richer than you, no matter how you do. But that kind of a certain mindset attached to it, that is, let's say, use the word like a stereotype attaching to it, that is where the problem comes from. So, but agric is one of the lucrative business that you can venture into it. Like pig, like this, the pig, if you have the boar and the sow, at least they are very prolific animals. They produce a lot. So very soon you see that you count yourself as part of being one of the richest people.
Okay, I'm coming up with a project on my YouTube channel.
Okay.
It's called Farm in Class.
Okay.
I'll be touring to schools, just give them little, maybe 10 minutes, 5 minutes to talk to them about farming,
Okay.
how it is done, and
Okay.
how they can do it.
Okay.
So, what do you have to say about the plan that I've taken?
Okay.
How do you see it?
Yeah, it will be a very nice initiative.
Yeah.
And then I learned the primary schools, agric, and the GSS. Agric used to be a separate course,
Okay.
but it's now attached to integrated science. You see, a country that claims agric is the backbone should not do this, because it should be a separate subject on its own,
Yeah.
where you teach the farmer, the children from the early stage about farming. And you see, we have moved away from the hoe and the cutlass farming.
Yeah.
We want the country to move into mechanization, where you can even sit in your house and then leave the tractor in the field to be farming for you while you sit in the house and then control everything. Where even we have to use drones in pest and disease detection, surveillance, disease surveillance, where machines can, fertilizer application can be done by machines, where harvesting and plowing, everything now machines. So when you take the children, when you move the children's minds to this, they begin to bring an innovative ideas that will replace the cutlass and the whole type of farming.
Yeah.
Even the cutlass and whole, how many hectares will you farm to sell with the cutlass and whole?
Yeah.
Are you getting it? So we only limit our farming here in this sense. Just farm and feed your family. Even sometimes they don't even like nuclear family. Even for them to reach the next season, it will not even reach. Then they have to go to the market and start buying. And then how will this? How will also the government also play its role? High. The cost of farming processes, they are very high. So
The import, the importation of the machine.
is very high. I think if government can also play a role by subsidizing subsidy, the fertilizer subsidy is working. Like the Planting for Food and Jobs initiatives is very helpful. It's very helpful. When it came in 2017, the government asks the farmers, you can collect the number of fertilizer by a farm. When you finish, you come and pay. It was one of the best initiatives that also helped the farmers. But at the end of it all, some kind of stubbornness from the farmers also started setting in. You farm, you don't want to pay back, and then you expect the government to provide again. There's no free lunch here anywhere in this world, so you have to work for it. So it was that attitude that collapsed that method, and then they came to planting for food and jobs, where they also subsidize the farm. But the government have to do more in order.
We don't have to blame the government all the time.
No, we don't have to blame the government all the time. But the government, everything government comes in.
Sure.
Government comes in.
But we are stubborn. Sometimes.
Our attitude. It's our attitude. If government is providing something that is good, a policy that is good, we those who are the let's say the stakeholders, the policymakers, they also enter there with the politicking, and before you realize the policy become bad in front of people, we were good. Are you getting it? So, but more subsidy have to come in to support those successful farmers that are just feeding the poor farmers who are just feeding to farming to feed themselves. Those kind of strategy have to come in and help them. So I think if we are able to do this and then decolonize the minds of our children and then sons and daughters who are coming, brothers who are coming up, let them go into agriculture. Sometimes they complain that the prices of food is very expensive. But do you know what? When few people are farming and supplying a large population, a bigger population, what will you do? Because the supply will be small, and the demand will be high. So the price of goods, I can decide to increase it. After all, you need it. You have to come and then buy whatever price are attached to it. You have to buy it. So if all of us can go into farming, have enough food, you can see that food will be less costly at the market. But here
you can export.
Yes, the government can export. You can export maize. Last 2 years or so, when we have bamba harvest, we were exporting maize to Burkina Faso, Mali, and then thereabout.
Really?
Yes, maize. The government were exporting them. Yes. So it's because it generates a lot of income, and then also unemployment, raw materials for our industries, and then and then it also boosts the poultry industry. Those who are rearing bears, it also boosts them because they will go there, they will go and buy at a lower cost, and they come. Now egg, I learned is 250 pesos. One egg.
Wow.
Are you getting it? So now a bag of maize here, I learned is now going to 600. Or it's even up. Yes, that is the cocoa sack.
Wow.
So now you see how things are expensive. So we have to, all of us, Ghana, we have to rise up and then take agri as a business, seriousness, and then we will be able to solve everything. Now Ghana, we can make a lot of money from agri sector than any other sector.
Because of the land.
The land, they are fertile lands. You see, they are fertile lands. These are people, rainy season, they only farm, dry season, they sit idling. You see, what they farm and what they have in their room, they have to come back and they finish it. And they're waiting for the next season to also start again. So there are no irrigational dams that they can also do dry season farming. The dry season farmers, they are not available. So because of that, it affects the income generation, the feeding of our family. Like if you go to Novongo, there are some parts of Novongo that have the tunnel dam. If you go there, you see there are people, they are busy with irrigational farming, and then where they feed, and then they are doing well. So assuming we also have that type here, that farming business, that irrigational dam here, you see the number of people that will be engaged into that particular business.
Yeah, sure.
And then some of them will not complain that we don't have work because they get a lot of money out of it. So they are engaged. So even though the government tried to introduce that one village, one dam, but it didn't work. For what we have here, they are not something good to go home about. So we still need more on it.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Charlie, what do you have to say to the viewers?
No, okay. I just want to maybe thank my viewers for their time and then whatever resources they use to watch this one, this video. Let us all go into agric to boost our economy. When the pocket is full of money, life goes on.
I
Sometimes
can see that. I can see.
Ah,
I
no.
can see that from your stomach.
This is a poor stomach
No, no,
construction
no, no, no.
development.
You are a rich guy.
Ah, no,
You are
no,
a
no.
rich guy. You are a rich
So let us all encourage ourselves, go into agric. And if you have a small farm, try to expand it.
Yeah.
If you are yet to start it. They say procrastination is the killer of time. When you go venture into agric, it has so many risks.
Yeah.
And then the risks, some of them you can't avoid it. Some of them are avoidable.
Sure.
So those that you can avoid are minimal. And then those that you can avoid them, when you try your best, you will get the profit out of it. So let us not have the idea that there are, the investing into agriculture is quite expensive, but the results or the yields are always good. So let us all go into agriculture to make our mother Ghana proud.
Tell them to subscribe to my channel.
Yeah, subscribe to the channel and then enjoy a lot of show from my brother, Mohammed.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you, you're welcome.
Appreciate it for your
Yeah.